Hey guys, welcome back to another video tutorial. In this video I'm going to teach you how you can create a calculator using HTML, CSS and also JavaScript. I made two videos on this one topic, but this time I'll add many features such as display the data inside our top, and also you can use the keyboard keys to perform the operation. So let's look at that, the output of our calculator. So I'm going to add 5 times by 5, and as you can see this is my dummy result. When you click on equal sign you will get the result and you are able to see same result is appeared. I want to close that, I can click on clear icon. And another thing is, this is my result, but when I will add another result inside there, let's say I will use this one, you will get all of the operation inside there, right? So this is our usage of mouse, but when you will use the keyboard 10 times by 5 you will get the result like this one. But inside there I'll leave the option like remove the delete button, but inside the mouse you can remove the one by one digit from the input field. But inside the keyboard I'll leave the digit removing from my keyboard, because this is a task for you. You can use it to remove the single operation on there. So let's look at that, how we can create that. So I go to my code editor, and inside there I have a basic structure, and I have but I'm going to use the Ruda fonts, Ruda, right? So yeah, here is the Ruda, right? And have so everything is the same. Have a style.css, script.js. So let's write the simple code to design the calculator. So I'm going to add the container, and inside the container I will use wrapper class. Inside the wrapper I will use the screen. Inside that I will use the div top txt, and I'm going to add p class will be dummy, and no, I will use paragraph tag on that, p dummy. So this is our dummy text, right? After that I need to use input field, but I'm going to use div user display like that, and I'm going to use input type text, and I'm going to add the class with the result. The class will be used inside our design section, and also it will use inside our JavaScript section to get the data and display the data inside our input fields, right? So this is our screen section. Outside of the screen I'm going to add the cal btn div. Inside that I'm going to use ul li tag. In each li I will display different type of text, like C, and this will be del, and this will be modulus, this will be divide, like that. So I will use all of the operation, all of the numbers inside that. So this will be 7, 8, 9, and this will be times 4, 5, 6, and after that I'm going to use minus 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and this will be 1, 2, 3. This will be plus, and yeah, 00 and single 0 and single 0. Then I'm going to use dot, and finally I will use equal sign. So this is the structure of HTML. I'm going to open that in the browser. So this is our simple structure of the HTML, but we're going to use CSS to design that using CSS properties. So I'm going to use reset property padding 0, and margin will be 0, box sizing I'm going to use border box, and font family I'm going to use will be Ruda. Also I'm going to use sans serif. And then I want to display those content in the center of the page. So remember that this is my parent and this is my child. So I'm going to select my parent and I will use display property flex. Justify content will be center, align item will be center, and I need to use min height will be 100 VH. It will display the center of the page, so I'll look at that. The next one is I need to assign the background color on my background RGB 63 and then 94 255, and also I will use another color background gradient. I'm gonna add the circle. Yeah, I'll use circle as well in that, comma RGBI 63 94 251 1, and after that I need to use percentage. So do percent, then I'll use RGBA, same thing, but this time I'm gonna include different type of numbers, 107 1, and this will be 100%. So first we're gonna save it and let's look at that right now. Perfect. Next one is wrapper. Inside the wrapper I have all of the content, so I need to select the wrapper and I'm going to use background will be hash 17202i, and I'm going to add the width to 450 pixel. First we're going to save it and look at that. Right, so this is our area that we use to display the buttons and input field. So the next one is I will add the padding. First I'm gonna leave this one because I will use the I will use the UL tag and then I will work on the wrapper class. So the first one I'm gonna use list style type is null, and I will use display flex wrap is red, and justify content will be space between. So swipe set. Look at that, right? Everything in the strength of our particular area. And I'm going to use the align tag, and I'm going to use font size will be 1.5 rem, width will be 20%, text align will be center, and padding I'm going to use top and bottom 1 rem, 0.8 rem is left and right, cursor will be pointer, and I'm going to use margin all sides 0.6 rem to make a space. Also I will use border radius to rounded the each button, 10% is best. Also I will use the box shadow 1 pixel, 0 pixel and 10 pixels, hash 212 f3d, and also I will use the first I'm gonna save it and look at that output of that, right? So next one is I need to change the background, color is white, so, and look at that, right? So those are our buttons. So yeah, I will add the transition. Before using transition I'm going to use UL ally tag and use the active class transform scale 1.2. When I will click on that I will use the transition all 0.3s as an out, like that, save, and then we need to check out that like this one, as you can see, right? So let's work on the input field, but before using input field, yeah, I'm going to work on the input field. Then I will input wrapper input field. I'm going to use width will be 100%, and I will use margin top and bottom 1 rem, left and right 0. I'll use padding 1.5 rem, left and top and bottom, left and right 1 rem. And I will use text align will be left, and outline will be none. Border 1 pixel solid and DDD, and border radius I will use 5 pixel is best. Letter spacing I will use 2 pixel, and font weight I will use is 600 plus. So look at that, right? So I want to make a space, but before using space, yeah, I will use the space. So I need to go on the wrapper class. Inside the wrapper class, I need to add the padding all side on one rem to make a space, and also I will use top border top will be hash 2ECC17, right? So and look at that, but why I can't see the border? Border top, okay, 4 pixel solid, like that. So look at that, right? And also I will add the border radius 10 pixel is best. And last thing I need to add that will be box shadow. So I'm going to get that and add it, but this time I'm going to use RGBI 0.5 and 5 pixel. This will be 5 pixel, this will be 10 pixel, and this will be 3 is best. So, and look at that, right? So inside the input field we need to add few more things, such as font size. So I'm going to use font size will be 2 rem is best. So perfect. Okay, just a minute, but I want to display those content. Input field text align will be right side, and it's right. Look at that, right? So I want to display those content, means dummy content inside my input field. So I need to select the dummy. First we need to select the top, what is the name, top txt, and we need to add the position will be absolute, and then we need to add the top button. But before using top button, you need to select the screen. Inside the screen have all of the content. So here is the screen. So this is the top page and this is the input field. So you need to select the screen and use position will be relative. So, and look at that, the dummy text is appeared top of my input field. So inside the top text you need to use top 25 pixel and left will be 10 pixel. And also I need to change the color will be light gray hash 95A 5A6. So, and look at that. So this is my dummy text, right? So I think everything is cool on there and everything is perfect. So I think I need to go on the, but I need to work on the dummy class, and its font size will be 1.2 rem is best. So, and perfect, right? And last thing I need to add that to change the each background color. So I will create a CLR color, and inside there I'm going to add E74C3C. I will add this one color inside my button, and also I will create another classes BTNs. I'm going to use color will hash to yeah, like this one color. So this one class I will assign on my CLR, and in other buttons I will add class BTNs. So I'm going to get that, and I'm going to paste this one, and this one, so this one, paste it, but I need to make a space and paste it. So I'll look at that, right? So let's work on the JavaScript to display the content and do something when the user will click on the button. So I will select long document that query selector all. I need to select all of the ally tag, and each ally have a content. Then the next one is you need to get the results query selector, and result will get from the result class. And finally you need to get the let dummy document document.query selector. This will be dummy right now. So once you get the data and assign the data inside the variables, you can use the variable inside the JS to do something. So first of all, I will create a for loop, for parenthesis let, and I will create a 0 less than num dot length I plus plus. Why I have been using for loop? Because inside the num have all of the li tags. On each li have a different content, so I'm going to use for loop to get the each li tag data, and we're going to assign it inside our variables. So we're going to check that by using I variable. First of all, I'm going to check that, so I'm going to use console.log and I'm going to use I tag. First save that and look at that inside the console. As you can see, you have a 0 to 90 number, means all of the content, right? But I need to get only num, so I'm going to select num and use array and passing the I variable. You will get all of the li tags from C, Dale, and so on and so forth, right? So it is working right now this time by using for loop to get the data from array, but I leave that, right? So inside there I need to use if statement, right? When user will click on the button, then I want to display the content in the center of the page, so I need to use num high. This is num I variable. Inside there have li tags, and this is the I variable that will get the each tag from number wise and assign the data inside our add the event when user will click on that. So I'm going to add the event. Which event? Click event. When user will click on the particular button, then I will get that. I will use the function like that. So inside there I'm going to use console.log and it's num.i. So let's look at that. What happened when I click on any one button like this one? So I have been receiving the data from the my page to console like this one. When I click on the file, I'm able to see the particular data has been appeared, but I want to get only text. I don't like to display the content, means tag. So when I click on 7, as you can see, you need to use text content, means you need to remove the tags from the li tag from the HTML document, and you will get the particular value which assigned inside the tags, right? So inside there I need to display the data inside our input field when user will click on any one link, right, any one button. So what I need to do on there, I need to select my result dot value. You need to use dot value and use equal and plus sign, but before using equal you need to use plus, means concatenate and assign the value. Which value? Num dot I, and also you need to use dot in HTML. You can use also this one, and so look at that, right? Perfect. Each button is appeared inside my input field, right? Means it's working perfectly. So what I need to do on there, I need to use if statement, if, and I'm going to use the num I dot inner HTML equal to equal sign, then come into the if body and otherwise come into the else body. In the else body I'm going to display the same code, but inside the if statement I'm going to use the function that will help us to calculate all of the data. So I need to use the result dot value, and I'm going to use eval function, use result dot value. So let's look at that. What happened when I click on 4 times by 4, click on that, you will get result. Also I want to change the color when the result will appear inside our hash 2ECC17, but I need to use a equal sign on there. So, and look at that, times by 9, click on that, right, perfect. The next thing is we need to display the dummy content inside there. When user will use the calculator, then I want to display the dummy text as well. So I need to use same tactics, dummy.txt, not txt, dummy. This is my variable. This time I'm going to use text content and use same thing plus equal sign num hi dot in the HTML like that. And look at that, right? But I need to remove the dummy text from my look at that. Right now, as you can see, module is fine. Click on that, right? Everything is perfect, right? So this is our second operation. The third one is I'm gonna leave it. When user will click on the C button, so I'm gonna use if num I dot inner HTML triple equal to dot C or num I dot inner HTML triple equal to dot. What is the next one is no, I leave this one. I just use the first one. Come into the if body, in the if body, otherwise come into the else body. In the else body, I'm going to use same code. In the if body, I need to get all of the, like this one variable and this one. I need to assign the value will be empty and assign value will be empty, right? Like that. So click on that, click it, and remove all of the content from input field, right? The next one is delete the button, right? Before using delete tactics or future, or you can say that before using delete logic inside that, I need to add a few things. So first of all, I need to use let get value, and also document query selector. I need to get the value from my result variable and assign that inside the get value variable. This is the same variable like this one. This is a result variable, right? And then I need to use get value, the same variable, and I need to convert it with dot value. So means when user will, in a minute I'm going to share with you. In the else statement, after the else statement, I will use if statement. I call num I dot inner HTML triple equal del, come into the if body. In the if body, I need to select my result. First I'm going to share with you what happened when you will click on the delete button. First of all, I'm going to share with you this one code, get value, save and click it, click the delete button. You will receive the 777 data without del sign, but when you will use the get value, I use comment without using that, you will get the, in a minute, click on del and you will get the numbers, but I don't know why I can't see them. Complete result, but yeah, it's working right now in a minute. So I will try it this way, but before creating this video, I have used this one method to convert that. So let's try it. So what we need to do on there, when user will click on the delete button, then I want to remove the one character or one digit from my input field, right? So thing is, you need to select the result dot value. You have a data inside this one variable, right? So you need to select it and assign that value will be get value, like this one variable, and then you need to use slice method, slice, but I think it doesn't work right now because I need to use value. So save and look at that inside that. Click it, can't see right now. So I need to use this one tactics to do the everything is perfect. So 777 and remove one character right now, as you can see. But also I'm able to see delete text is appeared inside my, so I need to select it and use it same thing, and yeah, I'll use same thing on there. So and delete one character. Okay, what happened? Delete dummy text test content. Okay, okay, remove one, right? Cool. So our calculator is ready now, but you can use the mouse only for do something, right? What happened? 2 times. Okay, I'll use 5 times by at right now, but I want to use the keyboard. How you can do this? So let's look at that. Keyboard users. So I need to use document.add event listener, and you need to use key down event and run the function. Inside that you need to pass the parameter e, or you can pass any parameter inside there. You can write any name as you want. So I'm gonna get that inside the console. When I press any key, then I want to display that inside my console. So I'm gonna press 5 and I'm able to see the complete object and the key values means you have received a lot of data inside there. So what I need to do on there, I will get the particular key from that, and the value is 5. When I press on like enter, I'm able to see the second one button name is enter, and the key is same but the value is changed, right? So we're going to target that to do something when user will click on the particular button. So inside that I need to use num. I need to select my num variable. Inside they have all of the li tags, and li tags have all of the content like 1 2 3 times and so on and so forth. So I need to select that, and I'm going to use for each loop, and then I'm going to passing the parameter like element. After that I'm going to use run the function. Before using that I'm going to use console.log and press A, because I want to get many keys from that, right? So I will leave the comment after completing this one process, right? So let's look at that. What happened? I'm going to use console.log element, passing the element parameter. So I will press 5. When I press the 5, I'm able to see this is my key, and I am able to see all of the li tags, and each li have a different content like C, del, modulus, and so on and so forth. Means you have received all of the data from li tags, right? But I need to get only data, so I need to use .text content. So and press 5. As you can see, you have received all of the data without tags. Means you can use it using condition to do something when press any key inside the keyboard, right? So inside that I'm going to use if element text content triple equal to, and then I'm going to use this one e.key. Remember that in a minute. Top of one page have a key in a minute. This is key. I've targeted this one. E.key means our li tag and our e key value will match, then come into the f body. In the f body I will use display something like element.text content. So when my keyboard keys and my li tag keys will match, then display the data inside the console. So let's look at that. What happened? I press 5. I'm able to see the 5 object, and also 5 number is appeared. Means this is the text coming from my li tag, and this is my keyboard button means those data are merged. So what I need to do on there, I need to use same thing like that I used on earlier. I need to select the result dot value and assign that which value, element dot text content. When our li tag and our keyboard keys value will match, then display the data inside the result value. So let's look at it. I press 5 right now. I press 0. When I press A, B, C, D, something like that, you can't see the data is appeared inside the console, inside the input field, right? But when you press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so on so far, those data is stored inside the li tag. Those data will match, then display the content inside the input field. Otherwise, it doesn't display anything else inside the input field, right? So once you've done that, the next thing is you need to use else if. So in the else if, also I will use the dummy text as well, because I will use like that, and I'm going to use element dot text content. And the else if statement, I'm going to use e dot key equal to enter, means user will hit the enter button, then I will use the operation like this one, get that, paste on that. So how you can get the enter key or value? So first of all, I'm going to press 5 and press enter. As you can see, this is a key and this is enter value. So I've used e dot key equal to enter, means press the enter button. So let's look at that. What happened? I press, first I'm going to refresh it 10 times by 10, press enter. Right now I'm able to see the result is appear inside my input field, right? Cool. Also I'm gonna try it my another input, another enter key. This is another enter key, press it, perfect. So this is my another enter key inside my keyboard. Both are working perfect on this time right now. So let's look at that. What happened the next when user will click the skip button. So I will use e dot key equal to skip, and I'm going to leave it, and this will be else. So inside that I need to remove the fields, means display nothing inside the input field. So I'm gonna use the keyboard. So I'm gonna 50 times by 50. When I press keyboard button escape, you can't see anything else inside the input field. Your task is when I press backspace, then I want to remove the one character. So this is your task. I'll leave this one process because you can understand how you can do that, and you can find out the solution how you can remove the last one digit from the input field. So I hope you understood as well how you can create a calculator and how you can use the keyboard keys to perform the operations inside the keyboard. So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.